Hello everybody, this is Itsu again with a small update. I'm still waiting for my lightning arresters to arrive, but in the meantime I was creating a smaller, something bigger cashier coil compared with the one I had before. And this one is a little bit bigger. And it's driven by one transistor. I have two placed there, but there's only one connected. It's driven by the same two 12-volt batteries as the smaller catcher in the background, but this catcher has a lower frequency. I have a aluminium pipe with a slit in the middle as a pickup for the time being, and it's being pulled down to a with a red crocodile clip. It's not perfect, but it's okay for now. I was trying to see if I could load with this bigger cashier my my microwave oven capacitors, which in the other cashier did not reach much voltage, but with this cashier it seems to work better. I have installed one of my 600 volt lighting arresters, which are too high for my other capacitors I used before, but this capacitor is able to load 2000 volts, so that should be okay for the 600 volt arrestor now. So again, I have my AV plug, I have my to ground, and I have my flute meter hooked up, and I also have in series with a lighting arrestor a 12 volt 21 watt bulb going back to the capacitor. What you will see is that the capacitor will load till 600 volt, and the lighting arrestor will fire discharging, but it's barely to be seen in this 12 volt bulb. So there's not really much power. I tried also with a 220 volt halogen lamp, but it's not lighting up at all. And even this 25 watt bulb is barely visible when it discharged. Well, let me connect the cashier now. You can see the, what is it? The little streamer, it's pulsating because it's discharged over this lightning arrestor 600 volt. The multimeter is not displaying anything. It's going too quick, and not sure if you can see the bulb lighting in the middle a little bit when pulsing. So that's all it will do at the moment, but it's loading this capacitor very quickly till 600 volts. This is a little bit the pulsing voltage it produces. So I'm glad I can work with this microwave oven. However, there is a bleeder resistor inside which drains the voltage also quickly. So I hope with the smaller lighting arresters which are ordered that I can use that capacitor to see what's happening with this bigger cashier. Okay, that was the update for now. Thank you for watching. Hello everybody, this is Itsu again. Just a small update. Last video I was showing you the bigger cashier coil because it's supposed to was able to load this microwave oven capacitor very quickly. But I now found out that it's nothing to do with the power of the cashier. It seems I was using this U860 ultra fast diode when doing the earlier tests, and then I did not was able to load the microwave oven about more than 60 volts. But since I've changed them to the normal 1N4007 AV plug diodes, I now can also quickly load it with the smaller cache. So it's nothing to do. There's no use for the bigger cache to use for this. It's there in the background somewhere. So it keeps things a little bit handier for experimenting. I still have not received my lighting arresters, the lower ones, 220 or 30 volts I've ordered. This is still the 600 volt one. But I can now do some testing with this configuration. I will power on the small cache now. And you can see it's also quickly loading the Capcoil 600 volt, and then it fires. Also the multimeter will pulsate till the scope is somewhere in the, oops, where is this? It oscillates at about 1.3 megahertz. And this is the second time that it happens that or the third time, that one of my smaller caps across the plus and the minus of the battery is going up in flames. So somehow there's a very big voltage across the plus and the minus. I have a little 0.1 microfarad ceramic capacitor across the plus and the minus, but sometimes it just goes up in flames now, like it did now. I think I will have to have some better voltage rated capacitors, because I think this one is only rated for 50 volts, and apparently it cannot get the abuse it gets from the cache high voltage. Okay, that was a small update for now. Thank you again for watching. Hello, this is Itsu. I'm still waiting on my parts I've ordered, like lightning arresters 220 volts. Still doing some different tests, working with the smaller cache. And I've taken a resistor. It's a 220 ohm ceramic resistor, 10 watts or well, perhaps more, 50 watts or something. And I wound a coil around it, like I did with the capacitors. So it's a kind of resistor coil. I hooked up one point to the HF I pick up with the copper pipe in the middle, and the other end of this coil is going to ground. And across the resistor I have parallel, I have a 25 watts 22 volt 220 volt bulb. And also I have hooked my red probe across the bulb. And when I put on the catcher, you can see that the bulb is lighting a little bit, and I have some output, 208 volt peak to peak, 1.3 megahertz almost. But inside this resistor I have a ferrite bar I can slide in and out, and with this I can tune the bulb lights a little bit. You can see that also the voltage is increasing. I'm inserting the ferrite now, removing it, inserting it. So this resistor is probably a inductive, a wire wound resistor. So this have this inductive coupling between the two. But this way you can have some wattage into the bulb. I thought it was a nice experiment, which was mentioned by JBigness5 as one of his suggestions. Okay, thank you for watching.